Hi, today is March 6, 2023, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 388 for the year, Losing It. After the weekend with my mama and after the show last night, I thought I would be exhausted as I climbed the stairs up to my apartment. It had been a few days since I had climbed those stairs, and I had a somewhat heavy backpack on my back and a ukulele, but the uke don't weigh nothing. And climbing those stairs has been something of a chore ever since I moved here back in July. So there was a bit of trepidation last night as I approached the building, but I went up the stairs far more easily than I had expected. And I haven't been working out or anything. I thought, perhaps I'm finally losing it. I got upstairs, put down the uke, took off the backpack and my coat, and for the first time in months I found the ability to get on the scale. I was not at all happy with the number, but I am certain it represents a loss of at least a few pounds over the course of the last month or two. I certainly haven't lost it, but I feel as though I am finally in the process of losing it. Poem number 389, As Thin. I don't think I need to be as thin as I am in the photo that Masiosi sent me last week, taken on the roof of the building in Tribeca, where Kramer's Noise, New York used to be, where they and mystical shit and real men were recorded. I don't think I need to be as thin as that, but I don't think I would mind. Poem number 390, My Own Private Ramadan. The next Ramadan begins later this month, March 22nd, but I've been living in my own private Ramadan for about a week or so. I've tried intermittent fasting before and it worked. I would allow myself to eat only between the hours of 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. I've been trying to get back to it for at least a year. The waiting until 2 has been fairly easy, but the not eating after 8 has been kicking my ass this time around. Couldn't seem to do it. So at some point last month I thought, if I can postpone eating late enough, like until sundown, then I wouldn't even have enough time to eat too much before I fell asleep. It struck me as a bit insane, like maybe I was losing it, but I had heard that a lot of people lose weight during Ramadan, so I thought maybe I would give it a try. I gradually extended the time before my first meal until I was able to wait until sundown, and except for yesterday, I've managed to do this for about a week. Yesterday I had a meal at 3 because I thought it was possible that I wasn't going to eat until I got home, and in fact I didn't. And I got home kind of late, and then I ate like a pig in front of the latest episode of The Last of Us, which, if you saw yesterday's episode, you might find rather remarkable. My ability to eat through anything is as remarkable as it is disgusting. When actual Ramadan comes, sunset will come an hour later than it has been coming because we set our clocks forward next weekend, and Ramadan begins a week and a half after that. And plus, the days will be lasting longer. I don't think I will want to eat longer than I don't think I will want to wait to eat longer than I already have been. I think I could wait until sundown, all through Ramadan, if I wanted to. But this is my own private Ramadan. I don't have to be religious about it. Poem number 391, Sahur. What I wouldn't want to do is partake in the sahur. I think that's how it's pronounced. That is the pre-dawn meal consumed by Ramadan participants. I often get up before dawn, and it will be easier to get up before dawn once daylight savings time begins. But if I were to eat before dawn, I think I'd be hungry all day. I start to get very hungry once I start eating. According to a hadith in the Sahih al-Bukhari, the Prophet said, "Take sahur as there is a blessing in it," to which I say with the utmost respect, nah, I'm good. I mean, a blessing sounds nice, but I really don't want to be hungry all day. Poem number 392, Prayer and Community. The fasting until sunset gets all the press, but Ramadan also involves prayer and community. At yesterday's show, Jeffrey Lewis sang, "I have no God, so I do not pray," or words very much to that effect. And I thought, me too. I do, of course, meditate every morning and almost every evening. I'm only quasi-religious about it. I'm more religious about other things. Duolingo, no drugs including alcohol, the number series, and the daily negation. My shortest streak among those 4 is 880 days of daily poems. And I'm less religious about other things, other things, Wordle, Spelling Bee, and Letterbox. I skip those shits all the time. But meditation is not prayer, no matter how religious about it I consider myself to be. So I have no God, so I do not pray. And I'm not as big on community as I feel like I ought to be. Like, if I had not been so nervous yesterday, I would have interacted more with the people at the show. I barely spoke to Jeffrey Lewis, who I love, and I barely spoke to Samara Kufferberg, who I was very excited about meeting, to tell her how much I liked her drawings and how much I appreciated her asking me to play at her gallery show. And I don't think I've seen Yuko Otomo since her husband, the great Steve Dalachinsky, died, but I barely talked to her either. For much of the day, I put the result of putting on a good show ahead of enjoying the opportunity to be with friends and old friends and new ones, and I don't even think I was that good. At least I got to talk to Leah for a while, a newer friend. That was good. There was a large community of poets the day before yesterday at the library. I didn't interact with most of them either. This poem is a goddamn fucking mess. I have no God, but I sure do say goddamn a lot. I think I'm saying no prayer is enough prayer for me, but not enough community is not enough community for me. I need to tell people that I love them more, or find some other way to show them that I appreciate them. Poem number 394, Wait. Wait. I want to say a little bit more about weight, because I know I don't have a healthy attitude about my weight. I even have an unhealthy attitude about having a healthy attitude about weight. I believe that having a healthy attitude about weight can lead to weight gain. For example, and perhaps this is ironic, my 16-year-old daughter has a much healthier attitude about weight than I do, and she is gaining weight that she wants to gain. But in my case, the relatively less unhealthy attitude toward weight that I have had in the past few years has led me to gain weight that I didn't want to gain. And I know that thinking that I gained weight because I have had a relatively healthier attitude about weight is an unhealthy way to think. However, I recently saw a woman whom I had not seen in a couple of years, and I mentioned to her that she looked like she had lost some weight. And she said to me that she wanted to be so thin that people who hadn't seen her for a while would be worried. She said, when people ask me, are you sick? I'm like ecstatic. That's what I'm going for. And I said to her, I'm not quite there, but I'm almost there. And certainly that's an exaggeration on my part, and I hope that she was exaggerating too, but I don't think either of us would say that we have a healthy attitude toward weight. For me, at least, I would rather wait until I have lost some weight before I think about cultivating an actually healthy attitude about weight. Wait, there's one more thing. Do me a favor and don't tell my daughter about today's poems. Got one more. This is the last one, but it is in 3 parts. It's called, it's poem number 394, and it's called Persian Series 1 through 3 in 3 parts. Part 1. I don't think I've ever seen any of the Persian series by Brakhage, and I haven't seen any Brakhage since Thursday. My stomach might not be hungry for food, but my eyes are starving for Brakhage. And I have had Persian series 1 through 3 queued up on the TV for quite some time this morning. So I'm going to take a break from writing and put the TV on the coffee table as I do and watch. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes, or maybe 15 if I decide to watch the 3 of them twice. Part 2. Although, before I do that, I just want to say that it kind of bothers me that much of the time when I write a poem about a Brakhage film, or in this case, part of a series of films, I believe there are 18, that much of the time all I have to say about them is how beautiful they are, because I don't actually write poems about Brakhage because I want to write good poems, or poems worthy of the beautiful films that he has made. I write these poems to share them with you, to encourage you to watch them too, because I believe that you might find them beautiful too. With that said, let me now watch Persian series 1 through 3, even though it is more likely than not that all I will have to say about them is, fuck me, they're beautiful. And here's part 3. It's a song. I'm as surprised as you are. Holy goddamn motherfucking hell, I love the Persian series. Holy goddamn motherfucking hell, I love the Persian series. I mean to say that is to say that I love parts 1, 2, and 3. There are at least 15 more parts that I have yet to see. Holy goddamn motherfucking hell, I love the Persian series. Holy goddamn motherfucking hell, I love the Persian series. Holy goddamn motherfucking hell, I love the Persian series. Holy goddamn motherfucking hell, I love the Persian series. Fucking hell, fuck me, they're beautiful. Alright, that's it. I messed up the rhythm a little bit on that, but I'm going to keep it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you.